Shar Margolis, Shar Communications Incorporated, and Shar Vision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on Shar Vision or UBN.
I knew things before they happened from the time I was a child. At the age of 8, I saw a spirit at the foot of my bed and didn't know what it was. And in my 20s, I finally realized I had a special ability that could help others. I have learned that love never dies. There is a spirit world that can communicate with us, and we all have the gift of intuition. Join me, and together we will explore the possibilities of the unknown from beyond and more. This is Shar Vision. Hi everybody. It's Sunny and Shar and Tony, and today is July 30th, 2021. I forgot what it is. So Sonny's like, we're trying to get him comfortable because we're in the studio. Woohoo! We are in the studio and happy to be here. How are you guys doing? It's really weird. I just want you to know because I can see myself. He's got this like big, huge screen in front of me that I can see myself. And don't get distracted. Okay. So, okay. Two things. One, did I forgot the young lady's name who wants to do a testimonial? Did she Zoom in?
Not yet.
Okay.
But I sent her the thing.
Okay.
Denise?
Yeah. So that's one. So the second thing is, last week, remember I said
I do remember
we have
it.
earthquakes, we have droughts, we have floods, we have fires, blah, blah, blah. And I said, there's got to be an earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, I didn't say earthquakes. Did I say earthquakes?
You said earthquake.
Okay, I said there's got to be an earthquake. Sorry. There weren't any. So meanwhile, there was an earthquake in Alaska.
8.2.
Yeah, but we're not done yet.
Probably just the beginning.
Yeah, we're not done yet. It's going to be a problem.
Oh, help me, Lord.
Help us.
Right.
Yeah, so, but I kind of think it's weird that for the first time last week, I said there's going to be earthquakes, and then there was an 8.2 in Alaska.
That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the biggest one in 50 years or something like that in America?
Wow.
So
You were born. You weren't born here.
I was 1 year old.
Oh, yeah, and I was 1 year old. I was 21 year old.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I was 20. I don't know how old I was. I can't do math. Okay, so that was one thing. Okay, now here's the other thing. So I had my hair blow dried today by Lisa Coldron. She's fantastic. Anyway, she gave me this mask, and it's the mask that they wear on the sets, on the movie sets and TV sets. And,
oh, that's cool.
And you pinch it here, and so because it's time to wear masks again. Unfortunately, it's a problem, and we're going to have to wear masks again because the CDC said today that even people who have had the vaccine can spread the virus. So there you go. Crazy. It's something we really don't have control over yet, which is not good. So that's what my topic is today. How are you guys using your intuition to stay out of harm's way? You know, I always say when you use logic, common sense, and intuition, you get your best answers. So obviously the Delta variant is getting bad. And so how are you guys staying out of harm's way? That's what I want to know. So do we have any callers?
We have Denise.
Oh, wait. Oh, there's Denise. Oh, wait. Okay. So before you guys call in for that, okay. Do you remember? Wait, Denise, are you there?
I think she's turning on her audio right now.
Okay.
There she is.
Denise, can you hear us?
I can.
Hi.
It's a miracle.
It's okay. It's a miracle. That's a miracle, and you're a miracle, because Denise sent a message to my office. And do you guys remember when I had everybody praying for her? Tell us the story again, Denise, because I forgot the whole thing.
Okay, I had gotten some bad news from the doctor, and
what was the bad? What was the bad news?
I had metastatic cancer, colon cancer in my lung. God. I had the colon surgery 4 years ago, but it came back and it was in my lung. And I was on chemo. I have chemo hair, and it didn't work. It grew bigger. So I called your channel, your program.
Thank you.
Just kind of looking for some hope, and you asked me how I was, and I said not so good, and I told you the story, and so you asked everyone to pray for me. So, and that in itself was such a blessing in itself. Aww. Because people don't do that anymore.
Aww.
So I felt stronger after that, and then a week later, after meeting with the doctors, they said that the cancer was only in one spot in my lung, and it doesn't usually do that. It's usually all over. And it was only in one lobe. So we opted to have that lobe removed.
And did you?
Where the other doctor was telling me to go home and find a trial. Where the surgeon said, no, I could take it out. So I just had a CAT scan last week, and it's clear. So
wait. Did they
like a terminal?
Wait, did they take it out?
They took out my upper left lobe of my lung.
And then you just had your scan and it was clear.
Right.
Unbelievable.
So the
but
oncologist
at first
was sending me home to die, and now I have hope again.
Well, I believe in the power of prayer. I believe in miracles, and I believe in your attitude and your desire to be well, because you helped it along. And I'm thinking that all the people were praying for you. I mean, I was getting all kinds of Facebook messages saying, we're praying for her, we're praying for Denise. So, wow, that's amazing.
And I thank everyone for that, truly.
Aw, well, you're so sweet, and I'm just so happy that you're okay now. You're totally okay.
Every 3 months I'll have a CAT scan, and if it shows up again, we'll zap it.
Right?
But no more chemo. No more surgeries, I hope. And we'll just keep on top of it.
Did you get to ring the bell?
No, they don't have the bell anymore.
They don't have the bell anymore?
No.
Oh, that's
not
crazy.
There, not where I was at.
That's crazy. So, wow. I'm so happy you're okay.
Me too. Thank you.
And you prayed, right?
Oh, yeah, all day long. Please, oh, please, oh, please.
Right?
Yeah.
So people need to understand, well, however it was that you were healed, the power of prayer really makes a difference.
And I tell people too, is that because on my Facebook, people or all my friends were praying for me, and I said, sometimes God says no. He answers, but sometimes it's not yes.
Right. So
you had to can't just say, oh, I'm so holy or I'm so good, that's why he blessed me. No, it's because there's a reason why we're here. So.
You're absolutely right. There is a reason why we're all here, because life is a school and we're here to learn. And you have been a teacher for all of us.
Well, I hope so.
Sure, but
I hope other people don't have as bad news, but it's such a devastating.
Well, they gave you a death sentence.
They did.
They gave you a death sentence, and here you are. You're probably going to outlive all of us. But you were given a death sentence, and then all of a sudden it was only a little thing in one lobe. But originally it was what?
Well, he said it was in the lobe, and that there was no further treatment because I have some kind of mutated cell that's resistant to chemotherapy. So my cancer actually got worse while I was on the chemo.
Wow.
So And, I'm suspicious that they knew that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the negative side of me. But he kind of says, well, I don't have anything else I can give you. So go home and do some research and find a trial. Well, I don't want to be a guinea pig anymore.
Mm-mm.
So I says, no trial. I'll just, whatever God wants.
You don't want to be a
happen.
pincushion.
Yeah. And, chemo, it's really hard on the body. It's very difficult.
Very, very difficult, they tell me.
Yeah. And I know they give you this hope, but then it turns out it was only 60% effective.
Wow.
So
how many weeks did you do chemo for?
3 months.
3 months?
Before that it was 6 months.
But you resisted the chemo. Your body resisted it.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with it at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I was getting some massive infusion therapy with vitamins, and that made me not have the fatigue.
Who gave you the vitamin therapy?
My daughter's a nurse anesthetist, and she has a little clinic, and she was giving me the infusions.
And do they do alternative things at her clinic?
I'm sorry.
Do they do alternative things at their clinic? Do they do Myers IVs and vitamin C or what?
Vitamins and for pain management, depression. She does a lot of this. She was doing a lot of post-COVID people.
Wow.
Because they were real tired. She just started the month that everything shut down with COVID.
Crazy. So she's helping the long haulers.
Yeah.
The ones who have...
Some of them are doctors, and they come to her pretty regular, and she gets...
she sounds like she was part of your healing process.
Oh, absolutely.
Now that you're telling us, I think that all the prayers that everybody here sent you, and then your daughter and your attitude from the patient means a lot.
Yeah.
So wow. Oh, I'm so happy you're okay.
Thank you, Shard. It was really so nice that you picked up on my message, and this is like I'm starstruck.
Well, oh, that's so sweet. I know I get starstruck with Sonny too every time I see him, because he's such a little star.
Yeah, I got my 2 little stars sitting.
What do you have?
2 Schnauzer brothers.
Oh, people who have Schnauzers love them.
Yeah, they're real smart, but they're mouthy.
Yeah, they love them.
And I have bark collars for them, so they're not as mouthy.
Oh, there you go.
For my neighbors.
Where do you live?
In Macedonia, Ohio.
Oh, you're in Ohio.
Yeah.
So you're a neighbor of mine when I'm in Michigan.
I drove up there twice to see you.
Oh, did I read for you? I'm so sorry. I don't remember who I read for.
Okay. There's a lot of people. When Nicole was still with us.
Right. Right.
And then the one time when you were with John Edward.
Oh, right. Well, that is so great. Well, thank you for...
My husband was mad at me and he wouldn't come through.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, because I wasn't taking care of myself.
Right. But now you are.
Here I am.
But he probably finally came through, right?
He did finally, but I had a promise. In fact, you gave me the message.
What was the message?
I said, why isn't he coming through? Because he always did before. And, he said that he wasn't happy with me for not going to the doctor and things. So, because that's what he did, not go to the doctor.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I did too.
Well, Denise, I am grateful that you zoomed in. I am grateful that you shared your miracle with us. And I'm so happy that you're well. And your daughter sounds like a gem of a person. So tell her to keep up the good work.
Yeah, I will. Thank you very much.
Okay. Take good care. Thanks.
Thanks, Shar.
Thank you. Be well.
Care.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Wow. So there you go. What do you think, Tony?
That's pretty amazing.
Right?
I mean, people talk about miracles, and right there is one of them.
Right?
You don't get to hear too many people say that you get a death sentence, and then all of a sudden it turns around and...
Right?
You beat it.
Can you imagine being told that?
No. I hope I never have to find out. But,
I mean, what an awful thing to tell somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the.
I don't think I want to know that.
No.
I don't think I would want to know. I would just want to live every day to the fullest, which I do now. And,
Yeah.
when you think about it, it's risky. It's risky to live and to go out places because of the variant. So we all have to be really extra careful right now.
Amen to that.
Yeah, it's really like important that we are really, really extra careful. So I was talking to my sister today.
How's she doing, by the way?
She's good, thank God. Yeah. And I was texting my other sister, so I keep in touch with them all the time. So I was telling her the story about how recently I had an intuitive feeling. I had words came out of my mouth that I didn't mean to say. Mm-hmm. Usually when I get an intuitive feeling, I feel it.
Right.
But these were words that just came out of my mouth. And it was about breaking off with someone, getting somebody out of my life. And I was emotionally involved and I didn't listen to it. And a year later, I found out what it was. You'll hear about it in my new book when it comes out. You all can read my new book when it comes out in spring of 2022. And I suffered the consequences. So the biggest lesson I learned, which I really have to rewrite this paragraph, this chapter anyway, is that when you get a gut feeling, or even if words come out of your mouth that you don't mean to say, you need to be aware of those words. Right. Because it can be your guides coming through. And especially with me, because I get all names and things of people I don't know and I don't see. And but when it came to myself, words came out that I didn't mean to say. So I have Sunny in my mouth. So the key about it is you cannot let your emotions get in the way of something that your guides are trying to guide you with. Mm-hmm. No matter who it is or what it is, if it's trusting, it can be the person you trust the most. If you're being guided to say, be careful, you got to be careful.
That is for sure. I've learned my lessons too.
But the difference between me feeling intuition and then I know it if I didn't listen at one time in my life, this was different because it was words that came out of my mouth that I didn't mean to say. And it would be the last thing I would ever think would happen.
Now you got me wanting to know.
You will. When the book comes out, you will.
Okay. We'll tease.
Yeah, it will definitely make a difference when that book comes out. So anyway, I want to know if we can get some callers in here.
Of course.
Of how they are using their intuition to stay out of harm's way because of the pandemic.
Let's see. Well, we have a 646 and I'm calling about the topic following your gut.
Okay, let's hear.
646.
646.
You're live.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Okay, hanging in here. That's all I could do.
Let's see. You're 646. Is that New York?
Yes, it is.
You're in New York. Okay. So how's the weather in New York?
Yeah. No, today it's been beautiful. I mean, today was a beautiful day.
Nice. And what is
this? Go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask what your name is.
Okay, Elisa.
Okay, Elisa. Have you called before? Do we know you?
I have called before. Maybe a couple months ago.
Oh, great. Okay, so
yeah, I'm a big fan.
Oh, that's so kind. That's so kind. Yeah, it blows me away that people are watching the show. I never assume anybody's going to watch the show. And when they say,
you're wonderful, and believe me, you have a wonderful following.
Oh, you're so kind. You're so kind. Keep it up. Keep it up. Okay, so what is your intuition told you what?
Well, I don't know if it's so much my intuition, but I have chronic fatigue syndrome, so it makes me very neurotic during this time.
Mm-hmm.
And especially in New York City, we were at the epicenter of it all when it all started. I mean, we had it bad. So now with the Delta variant, even though I'm fully vaccinated, if something comes into the home, I take a Clorox wipe, I wipe the outside packages. I'm like crazy with opening packages. I have disposable gloves. I mean, I've become so neurotic during this time. But I haven't. I've stayed well. In terms,
goodness.
Not in terms of my chronic fatigue syndrome,
Right.
but in terms that I didn't contract COVID.
Thank goodness, right? Thank
Yeah,
God.
Yeah, but it's made me a very neurotic person with the hand sanitizer, with the washing, if I eat out, I will only eat outside, which makes my husband, crazy.
Yeah, but with this new variant, you're smart to be that way. I don't think people can be too careful right now.
Well, that's it, and that's what makes me nervous, because they said that it's much more transmissible.
Exactly.
Than, the original.
So here's the deal. Like, when we use logic, common sense, and intuition, we get our best answers. So logically, there's a strain that's very detrimental to people's lives. Common sense says, be wise as to where you go and what you do and how you do it. But then when our gut comes in, like if your husband says, let's go to that restaurant, and you go, no, I have a feeling we should go to that restaurant.
Right.
Does that happen to you or not?
Well, what we argue about eating outside.
Because you need to eat outside.
Night, we ate out with friends Tuesday night, and it was in the 90s here. It was very hot. And they wanted to eat inside, and I said, then we'll make it another day, because I will only eat outside. I mean, I was very adamant. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone. So we did eat outside.
You were smart.
Yeah, and you know what? They had a fan, and it's fine. Was it hot in the evening? Yes. So you know what? I dressed accordingly in a very light cotton dress, and that's the only way I'll eat out. Right.
Well, that is interesting, because, like, I was talking to someone today about going somewhere outside to eat, and she said, don't go over the weekend. They're really crowded and busy then. Use common sense. Go on the weekday. And I said, oh, yeah, you're right. We should just go on the weekday. Don't, you got to be smart about this stuff. And
exactly. And I will still mask inside, even though I'm fully vaccinated. In New York, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask inside yet. I don't know if they're going to change that, but I'm uncomfortable not wearing one.
Right.
If I go into a store.
Oh, yeah. I always wear a mask. Always. Even when they said you don't have to wear a mask, I wear a mask. I don't trust any of it, because really, when they say they're practicing medicine, they're practicing. They don't all know really what's going on.
And they flip-flopped.
Right.
On so many things.
Yeah.
So you don't know.
Right. And
do
also,
they really know? I mean, you have questions.
Right. But then it's becoming political. And, the anti-vaxxers are saying, I'm not wearing a mask, I'm not doing it, but, and then there's that saying, we're all in this together. Well, I think that this is a real test for all of us to do unto others as we would have them do unto us, love thy neighbor and take care of each other. We need to take care of each other.
Right, but not everybody thinks like that.
No, but
unfortunately.
That's part of the lesson. Part of the lesson is we need to learn to think like this. I mean, all of us need to learn to think like this.
Right.
And
definitely.
But, then there's that thing about emotion can get in the way. Like, if you think you want to hug somebody, but then you find out that, you were exposed to the variant, and then, we can't help but want to love each other and embrace and, let people know that we're so happy to be with them and see them. But
Right.
if you get a gut feeling, don't go there, don't hug them, don't see them. You got to listen. I mean, little kids are
Right,
dying now.
right.
Little kids are dying now, which is
yeah.
so
Yeah.
sad. Well,
But, like I said, I guess it was my gut feeling, but, I've become neurotic about it because, I do get messages through dreams. I have visitation from my father, but, he never said anything about COVID. So I don't know. I'm just neurotic, I guess, in a good way.
maybe it's good to just be extra careful.
Right.
Bottom line in a story. Well, at least thank you so much for calling. It's lovely to speak with you. Take good care of yourself.
Yes, same here.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so Tony, do we have anybody else who's had any experiences that they can share with us?
Well, let's see. I think we have Lynn, 508.
Wait, is this Lenny?
Lenny?
Lynn.
Hi, Char.
Lynn,
I'm here.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's good to talk to you. I've known Lynn for a long time. You got through.
I did. Well, I haven't really been trying because I was trying to let others.
Oh, you're so
Get
so
through.
dear. Lynn, can I tell them you've been to my workshops? I'm telling them anyway. Lynn has been to
Absolutely.
my intuition classes. Lynn, can you tell us some of your experiences of what you've learned about your intuition?
I learned my intuition is pretty strong and to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
What else have I learned about my intuition? Just to listen to it and to trust it. Definitely to trust it.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned actually that, well, you taught me that everyone's psychic. They just have to tune into, you have to sort of like tune into yourself.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel now compared to before you had your classes and learning?
More at peace. More at peace. Definitely more at peace.
That makes me so happy.
And more in tune with myself, which better, just better.
Oh, that makes me so happy. I feel Steve here. Steve is her husband.
Oh,
I feel
yes,
him.
you do.
Mm-hmm.
I miss him so much.
I know.
How's
Lynn,
he doing?
I think he's really good. He's we should explain to people. I know this logically that she lost her husband at a young age. He was a firefighter and he was ill. And how old were you when he crossed over?
Well, when he actually crossed over, I was 44.
You were 44.
But I lost him twice, as you know, like 'cause
Right.
he had early onset of Alzheimer's. So I first lost him at 39, and then I really lost him at 44.
And how old was he when he? So he died of early set Alzheimer's.
Yeah, early onset of Alzheimer's. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, in his 50s. Yep.
So I think he's talking about your kids. So
I you know what, Char? I intuitively am waiting for you to tell me something that I know he's going to say.
yeah. Okay. Well, don't put me on the spot.
He's going to say is the.
But
No, I trust you 100%.
is this with your son or your daughter?
Yep.
Which one?
No, my
your son. Yeah, I thought it was your son.
First time.
He's saying all systems go, thumbs up, it's all good.
Okay, now you want to know what it is?
What, did he get a new position or job or?
No, he's moving out in 2
Moving?
weeks.
Or moving. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was something new. Yeah,
Yes, my baby.
it's all good.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know what? I knew 100% without doubt that you were going to tell me that.
Oh,
That
see?
Steve was going to tell me that through you.
Yep. See how your intuition
100% I knew that.
See how your intuition kicked in?
And
but I also feel really
Yeah.
good things with his career.
Well, he's working his butt off. I've got to give him credit for that. He really is.
Yeah,
He's working hard and he's very determined.
Yeah, he's going to do really well.
That makes me feel so good.
I read for him once, didn't I? A long time ago?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and he said you were going to read from again, but like I said, I don't want to take up all your time, or I know there's a lot of people.
He's lovely.
They're in high demand.
He's lovely. Well,
no, he loves you. You know that.
I love him too, and I love you, and I thank you so much for calling in. Take good care of yourself, and Steve is coming back to over there because we got some more callers we need to get to.
Okay.
Okay.
All
take
right,
good care, sweetie. I love you too, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. So that was a good, yeah. She has grown so much.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. Like she is, I'm so proud of her.
Wow.
Yeah. Should we take a little break?
Let's do a break.
Don't go away. I'm going to take more calls. So we need you guys to call in.
Keep calling.
Please.
Be right back.
Please. Hey, everybody. It's Sunny and Shar, and I just wanted to answer a couple questions. People have been calling the office and texting and emailing. Do I do private sessions? Well, yes, I do. And I love reading for my clients. I do phone, Skype, FaceTime, and in person if we're in the same city. I also teach intuition. So if you have an interest in doing that, or if you have, if you're interested in getting your family together and you want a group reading, I do those as well. So just call 248-909-2427, and I look forward to reading for you. Thanks. Hello, we are back. So who do we have, Tony?
Well, let's see. We have 250. I believe it's a first-time caller.
Oh, a first-time caller.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
This is very good. This is exciting.
It is exciting. I'm trying to think. I have clients with 250 area code, but I'm not sure. Where are you from?
I'm calling from British Columbia, Canada.
Ooh.
Oh, from Canada, British Columbia. Right. And what is your name?
My name is Deborah.
Deborah. So nice to meet you.
Thank you.
So did you have a story for us about intuition or during this time or what?
Well, I've been working on my intuition, and I do get intuition when I'm around people. All of a sudden, if I'm really attentively listening to them, like openly listening
and
to what they're talking, I'll often see.
And are you
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what have you had any like premonitions about the virus or when it's going away? Is it getting much worse? What's your feeling?
I think it's going to be here for a while, and I believe that people get scared enough that they are going to you're going to see a lot more people getting shots.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's deadly enough, and my intuition feels that, yes,
mm-hmm.
It may be closer to fall.
Mm-hmm.
That I think, my intuition tells me that you'll see a lot more vaccinated of those that didn't want to. They call them what do they call them? Anti-vaxxers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sad. But up here in British Columbia, Canada, they're already telling us to wear masks. Masks.
Well,
they're really pushing that.
But here's the thing: even people with the vaccine are spreading it.
Yeah,
so
I've had both.
I've
had both my shots.
That's a problem.
And
that's a problem because a lot of people who have had the vaccine don't think they have to mask up anymore or prevent the problem from happening.
Yeah, so they even they're advising people up here, even with all your shots, to wear your masks.
Yeah, good.
And that's been going on for probably about a week. And they're also telling us here that even if you've had the shots, you could still get the variant, a milder case, or you could transmit it. So that's why they're really pushing.
Right. Are the borders still closed in British Columbia? Do you live in Victoria?
Sorry, go.
Do you live in Victoria or Vancouver?
North of Vancouver and Victoria. I live in what they call the Okanagan, which is about, if we talk about miles, it's about 300 miles from Vancouver north.
Oh, wow.
Closer to the center, not really the center, but it's called the interior.
You're in some beautiful country.
Yeah, it's called the Okanagan. We have a lot of fruit trees. Right now we're just struggling with a lot of smoke from all the wildfires around our area right here.
Where are the wildfires there? I mean, I know that Oregon has wildfires. Where do you have wildfires?
Well, we have wildfires, and again, it's what we call the interior. So in Kamloops, the interior, there's probably 4 or 5 big fires all the way around us.
Oh my, that's
so north, south, east,
that's horrible.
West. So we're just, I know, we're just socked right in with.
Are you staying?
Smoke, which is horrible.
Are you staying inside?
Yeah, we have to. And I help my elderly parents, so we have to stay inside. Except when I go out to get groceries for them, and I masked up anyway because of the smoke. So now we just mask up.
So the air quality is not great, and that's not healthy at all.
No, it's absolutely horrendous. So I probably live several hundred feet from the river, and at this point, there's a river that flows through Kamloops. At this point, I can't even see across the river. Oh wow! So it's that thick. It's that thick.
Horrifying. Jeez.
So, I know, and sometimes we do get smoke that comes up from the States, and I'm sure this U.S. gets smoke that comes from us down there.
Right, and
so they just had about 100 firefighters from Mexico come in, and then they also had bomber planes coming in, water bomber planes coming in from the next province over, which would be like a state, but we call them provinces.
Did you
have some water bombers coming in?
Did people have to be evacuated?
Yes, several. A whole town burnt down here, just about, if I talk miles, maybe 150 miles. It's called Lytton.
Wow.
And it burnt right to the ground. Everybody lost 90-some% of the homes were burnt right to the ground.
It might be wise for people in the burn areas to have bags packed and things ready to go just in case.
Yes, they've been telling everybody every day. They have certain areas that are on what they call alert, meaning you could be told to go any minute, and you're to have what they call to-go bags. So key personal things like maybe your passport, your medication, pajamas, some key stuff, water. Just no different, probably a little bit different from an earthquake, but same idea, pack essentials.
I have an earthquake kit.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. I have an earthquake kit because we're just an earthquake waiting to happen in California.
I know. It's scary. It's scary, and I think they're going to have more too.
Yeah,
there's some crazy one just up in Alaska, and that's just science. It's just a matter of time, right, before earthquakes happen. All that coastal, all the way up from all that coast, west coast, all the way up.
And how far away are you from those fires?
The fires are probably, one is about 30 miles east. Another one is about 20 miles. In BC, we go in kilometers. I have to think miles now. The one to the west is probably 15 miles. There's another one to the west.
Wait a second. So you're in the middle.
Yeah, I know. They're all around us. It's crazy. That's why there's so much smoke here now.
Do you have any, do you water down your house or, and how much in control are they of the fire right now around you?
So some of the really big ones that had people in Kamloops nervous are not, they're not contained yet, but they've slowed them down. So, but there are people in certain outlying areas of Kamloops that have been evacuated or on alert to evacuate. So on the outliers of Kamloops is the city's not that big.
Boy, we really need to. And are your parents living with you?
Yeah, I live with them. Yes.
So you're taking good care of them, and
yes,
and the air quality, of course.
Yeah, it's not that great.
Not good for them.
Here. It's actually horrible.
Yeah, it's not good for them. So, can I ask you something? I keep hearing something in my head. Sure. I'm hearing like either Mary Ann or Mary or Margaret or an M or A or a middle name.
So, yeah, my grandmother's an Ann and my middle name is Ann.
Yeah, Ann. Yeah, your grandma's here watching over you guys.
Oh, that just gave me goosebumps from head to my hair. The hair on my arms and neck is standing straight.
You know
up.
what goosebumps mean? Means the truth.
Yes.
That means the truth.
Yes. Yeah, that's so sweet.
Yeah, and
I'll tell my mom.
Tell her, and they're watching over. But you guys, I mean, I'm not psychically saying you're going to have to get out of there, but logically or common sense says you better be prepared just in case. But I feel like you guys are going to be okay. I feel like you guys are going to be okay.
Yeah. We've had some fires in town, but they've managed to get them out. But they also realized at the time that there was only one way out of those certain areas. That put everybody in a bit of panic.
Who's Joseph?
Put everybody in a panic.
Who's Joseph or John or Jay or James?
I know. Sorry, say that
Jim,
again?
James, Jay, Joseph.
Jay. I have an Uncle Jerry. I know somebody by the name of John.
Who's John?
I know somebody by the name of Joe.
Who's John or Joe?
John is just a friend of mine.
Like what kind of friend? Just a buddy or a romance?
Just a buddy. No, just a buddy. Maybe he wants more, but I don't.
I think he likes you.
Oh gosh. Yeah. No.
Wait. Does your mother think he wants more from you? That he likes you?
No, I just.
You think it?
No. So.
You instinctively know. Well, women know.
Yeah.
Women know when guys like them. He likes you. And here's the thing. I think that if you needed something, he'd help you out. You don't have to date him.
Oh, definitely.
You don't even have to kiss him. But but my feeling is that if you needed something, he would help you.
Oh God, I'm gonna start laughing. Yes, he would.
Right. Good.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
Deborah, thank you so much for calling. It's been great to talk to you. Take care. Please be safe. You guys should water. They should water down all the houses over there, or drop that red stuff.
You can. Yeah, you can put sprinklers on the top. You're like a watering sprinkler. That happened a few years ago when there was a fire in the hills behind us. The people that were closer to the hills put sprinklers up on their roofs. So yeah, it can be done. So. You have to trust that they're bringing in the big guns and they're going to get this all under control.
Fires and earthquakes and floods. Oh, my. Anyway, take good care of yourself.
For everybody.
God bless you. Be well.
Everybody in Florida and in the States, everybody take care. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure.
It's my honor, my pleasure. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Watching.
Thank you.
And you can watch, there's 186 of these shows. You are welcome to watch them on my YouTube channel, or you can download them on Apple Podcast or a bunch of other places, or UBN or whatever.
I watch all of yours.
Oh, thank you. I'm honored.
You're welcome.
Take good care.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
So do we have time for one more call?
We do.
Okay.
I was looking for one. Here's one. Michael Altman about intuition. So there you go. 971 or 917. Sorry,
917.
My dyslexia.
917.
Hi, Michael.
Hello. Hi. How are you?
I'm really well. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Good. I'm doing okay.
Okay.
Under the circumstances.
Right. It's you're in New York, right? 917.
Well, actually, I live in Vegas now.
Oh, you live in Vegas. Wow.
I grew up in New York.
Right.
So,
you
I'm currently in Vegas.
You kept your phone. What's your intuition experience?
Yeah. Well, it's about COVID,
mm-hmm.
and it's my friend's mom.
Okay.
You know, I never met this woman.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to meet her a few times,
mm-hmm.
you know, but by chance, something came up and I couldn't meet her. But I always had this gut feeling
mm-hmm.
of, something inside me was telling me, just like danger,
mm-hmm.
not good, a negative feeling.
Right.
And I would have dreams about her,
mm-hmm.
just like, I have like a picture of her, but I've never met this woman. I've
mm-hmm.
never seen a picture of her, but
mm-hmm.
just, like watch out, be careful,
mm-hmm.
And, it turns out that, she went into the hospital on Tuesday
mm-hmm.
with the COVID infection.
Oh boy.
And, and then you were talking about logic and
mm-hmm.
intuition.
Yep.
I mean, logically, you would say, she's at risk. She works in a casino.
Mm-hmm.
She's surrounded by, tons of visitors, and she's at risk.
Mm-hmm.
But, there was just this gut feeling of danger, but what do I say to, my friend, like, I don't know this woman, it's a very conservative family,
well,
you don't want to be,
the best thing we
mm-hmm.
can do is pray for them. And do you listen to my podcast where I talk about put yourself in a white light and a mirrored egg and send the negative away, and then put her in a white light and mirrored egg, and let's pray for her and let's get her better. Even if they're conservative, they don't believe in psychic stuff or whatever, it doesn't matter what you believe. Your prayers will be answered because we really are all connected. Our souls are all connected, and we're all here for a reason. So, wow. So did you tell your friend?
That, it's been a sticky situation. I mean,
well, you have to be careful. The most important thing is just tell him you're praying for his mom, and let's pray she gets better.
No, for sure. I'm saying all that,
Right. Well,
I'm thinking about
listen,
her. But,
just loving, just being a good friend and loving somebody is sometimes enough.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. So, let's all pray for all the people that are going through this right now.
We really need all of us really need to pray and be, this too shall pass, but there's a lot of lessons to learn before it does. Michael, we've got to go. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for calling in. God bless you. Be well. Enjoy Vegas.
Okay. You too. Be safe. Thank you.
You too. Good luck at the tables.
Okay.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
You know what I like? I like the little guy. A leprechaun. The leprechauns. I love those leprechauns. I just like watching them. Not that I'm a big gambler. I'm not. But anyway, did Michael leave?
No, he's still there.
Okay. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you. Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so today is July 30th, 2021. We're going into August, which is a big Leo month for me and my sisters and my family. And I am going to be taking the month of August off. So I don't want people being upset if it says call in the repeats that we show, but you guys could do me a huge favor and watch all the past shows that I've done. And if you can sign up for my YouTube channel, Char Margolis. I'm saying Char because when I talk into this, and if I say Char, they spell it with SH instead of CH. My Char Margolis, or on Facebook. I'm not sure it's on Facebook, but Apple, download it on Apple if you want to just listen to it, or UBN. I would be really grateful if you would do that, because that'll help me eventually, hopefully, get sponsors. And but I'm not giving up. I am honored to be able to do what I do. I'm so excited that we're going to be back in September with new shows. Chris Colfer is going to be on to talk about his new book. I've got some other surprises coming, and I definitely will be reading for you guys. So, you have to realize some days I feel I feel the energy better to read, and some days it's better to talk to people. But I love when I get to connect with you, no matter what we're talking about. And you guys teach us and teach me. And look at that poor woman is in British Columbia, and she's surrounded by fires. Who knew? Mm-hmm. You know, that's crazy. So we need to take care of each other, and we need to be compassionate to one another. So you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on my Instagram, Char Margolis, and on Twitter. So that's it. I wish you a good August. We will see you after Labor Day. All right. Take good care. And I'm still working during August. If people want private sessions, you can go to char.net and we can send an email if you want to set up an appointment with me. I have some openings, I think, in September. All right. God bless you. Be well. And thank you, Tony, for everything you do. It's so good to see you. I love you so much. I love you too. Oh, wait. And I just woke him up.
Yeah, he's like,
Sonny
hey.
says, okay, everybody. Thanks for watching my mommy. Give me kisses? Kisses. Okay. He gives kisses. Okay. Take good care. Bye-bye, everybody.